So yesterday was our last day in Debre-Ziit. That was something that was definitely interesting for a lot of people. I know for me, it was my last interaction with my translator and my disciple maker. My translator, Baraket, is just totally an amazing guy. Like I think I've said earlier, he just loves children more than anything. Like, he is just all about children. He teaches in a school. He actually teaches morality and ethics, so he teaches from the Bible in a school throughout the year, and then during the summer he works for the churches doing evangelism, and he is just so amazing at it. One thing that I think I really like about Baraket, at least my interactions with him, was he would go and grab a group of people. We would be walking on the side of the road, or they'd be sitting out and waiting for medical care. And basically, he would just go and he would just stop them, whatever they were doing, whatever conversation they would have, and would pull me over next to him, and would then say something in Oromo or Aramaic, no, not Aramaic, you know, the Ethiopian language, and whatever he would say, and then he would tell me, he would turn to me and say, "You preach now." And then I would go ahead and share sort of the story as I understood it, the gospel story, the way that I best thought it might relate to these Ethiopians. And he would go ahead and translate. And it was just amazing, because during this, it was just him pushing me out there as if I was somebody of wisdom, or as if I was somebody who had something important to say, somebody who you know, had something really to offer, when really, you know, I'm a nobody. I mean, he is the person who's out here on the front lines. He is the person who shares the gospel in their language that they can understand. He knows these people. I know nothing. I'm just this face. I'm just this foreigner who comes in and has a little picture cube and unfolds it for these guys, says some words in English, and then he translates it and does the rest. So it's just really awesome the way that he just was just loving me, caring for me, always looking out for me, and then just kind of esteeming me when I definitely did not deserve it. So yesterday was our last day together before we headed off. So it was cool. I got to spend some time just doing some medical treatment on all the translators, disciple makers, pastors, everybody that we had worked with this past week. So I know they definitely appreciated that. Everybody was always very interested in their blood pressure, which was kind of my specialty. I know how to put the little cuff on, press the start button, write down numbers. So I'm pretty much a medical expert at this point. So I think that was my coolest stories. Him and I we just sat in the back of the church for a while and just chatted about things. So that was definitely pretty awesome. Of course, coming off of a pretty kind of relieving morning, because the day before we had, you know, 2 people that we had to send to the hospital that night, very sick. So that morning when we had news that they were feeling much better and they were on their way back, was definitely very relieving. So that morning, and then packing up, because we had just recently told that our plans had changed, for the simple fact that, you know, Demise, our liaison, our Ethiopian person who's just been, you know, here for us and loving us and serving us so much the entire time, like putting our needs so far above his needs and everything else. He saw that we were getting sick and that we were having a really tough time, so he changed our plans from spending the day out in the villages to just doing some time in the church, and then heading off to Addis early, where we got to spend time in this amazing, just really nice place, which is where I'm at right now. Not that you can really see it, but this is it. It's just a hotel, but it's something that was definitely much more upscale than where we were. Way nicer accommodations than I ever was expecting here in Ethiopia. So that was yesterday, all over the place. And definitely a sad time to see us go. I know a lot of the people are going to miss us, especially the fact that we were able to bring the medical care, and we were that catalyst. We were those celebrities who came in that people were going to listen to. Even though we didn't really have much to say, we were just that icon there that gave the rest of the Ethiopian pastors and ministers a reason to talk, somebody that the people would listen to, because they told us that the same people they would try to minister to would not listen to them, except we are there, and for some reason they think that we have something important to say, so they listen to us Americans. Anyways, it was a fantastic day yesterday, and today I guess we'll spend some time doing some R&R, relaxing, touristy stuff, and it will be totally awesome, and then we'll head off back to America. Over and out.